So the most anticipated drone, the DJI Mini 3, has been delayed. The DJI Mini 3 was heavily rumoured to be officially announced on April 28th, but unfortunately that's just not going to happen now. DJI always about a week before put a post out to show like a date and a time to get you going, really, to announce one of their next level products. We've not seen that. Also, there is a sale currently going on in China by DJI, and again, statistically, DJI never promote a new product or launch a new product during a sale. But fear not though, it's not all bad. We've been waiting quite a while for this Mini 3 as it is. Ever since November 2021, which was a year after this was launched and 2 years after the Mavic Mini 1 was launched, we've been wanting this Mini 3 to come out. It was delayed from November of last year, and now it's going to be delayed a little bit longer, but not by too much. So when is it now expected to come out? Well, this sale that's currently going on in China at the moment by DJI is from April 23rd until May 9th. So the day after that, on May 10th, is the date to write down. This is the date we are fully expected to see the official announcement of this DJI Mini 3, when it will be available. So therefore, it's not that long really. You can wait a little bit longer for this. You've been waiting long enough. So maybe around about May 2nd, May 3rd, next week, we will see some kind of teaser or post by DJI with some dates out saying hopefully May 10th, and then some sort of obscure imagery of this Mini 3 without obviously giving it away. That's what normally happens on every other launch, so not that far away. Now, a question I've been asked a lot over these last couple of weeks when we've been covering these leaks is, will this Mini 3 sell out? And now, because we've seen in different EU retailers leaking this price, the price is all but pretty much confirmed now. So it's going to be those 3 different tier options of the Mini 3, plus you're going to need that Fly More kits for those extra batteries. So because of those pricings, it's not going to be something which is going to just like sell out like hotcakes like the Mini 2 did when that was announced, because the Mini 2 in a small package like this was just a drone, you got the battery, but it was a significant price decrease. It was a lot cheaper. So therefore the volumes were obviously much higher. Everyone bought that. Everyone who bought that Mini 2 is happy with it. Whereas the Mini 3, because it's more expensive, it falls into a little bit more of a niche. So yes, it's still going to be increasingly popular everywhere you go. Loads of people are going to buy this and going to love this. But is it going to sell out? Well, it depends if you want it on launch date or not. Now, the most obvious option and the one that's going to be the most popular is for somebody who doesn't even own a drone and they want a small drone or they want another drone. So they're going to get that Mini 3 Pro with the controller. So that option there with the N1 controller, which is, remember, this controller here. But then the second niche will be people who already own the Mini 2 or an Air 2S, and you don't need a complete bag full of all these controllers. You can just use this one. Therefore, buying this cheaper option, the most cheapest option that you can do, which is just going to be the drone and 1 battery, is going to be the best way of you getting that Mini 3, and that's also going to be a really popular choice. Now, the top niche, or the baller edition I like to call it, is going to be the most luxurious package. You're going to get that Mini 3 Pro with the new controller, that RC controller with this screen. But that is now going to be a really small niche because of the price. A lot of people won't want to spend that much on a small drone. So although it's going to be really popular, not many people are going to buy that as much as the cheaper entry-level one. But it also depends on the retailers that you go for. A lot of people like to buy this at launch. A lot of people like to sit back and wait for the reviews. I always find that DJI themselves on the official website, once it's announced on their site at that date, hopefully say May 10th, it'll be available on their website. They're going to have the most stock, and they're going to be the best way of guaranteeing to get this without it selling out. I always find that they're pretty good with the deliveries. There's not really that much of a delay through DJI. The other option that springs to mind obviously is Amazon, but with a lot of the hero products like the Mavic 3 came out, the Air 2S, you sometimes had to wait a few days or up to a week for Amazon to get that stock available for you to buy. So DJI, most obvious one, I would recommend to get it if you want to get it on launch date. What I do think though that will sell out really quick, and what I think you should buy this on DJI website straight away, is the kit. So regardless of what tier you're going for, the lower edition, the edition with this controller, or that smart controller, none of them come with the Fly More kit. So you're going to want extra batteries. One battery normally isn't enough. You're going to get the kit. So everyone's going to have to buy that kit regardless. So that's going to be really popular. So again, accessories for any product, and that's going to be classed as an accessory, don't seem to get filtered out to the smaller retailers until maybe a week, 2 weeks later. So again, DJI is probably going to be the best one where you can get all your accessories, such as that Fly More kit as well. So now we spoke about that, which one are you thinking of going for? Is any of these delays put you off? Are you going to go for the Bowler edition? Are you going to go for the entry edition with just the drone and no controller because you already got one? Or are you going to get the controller and the Mini 3 Pro? It'd be really interesting to see, to try and gauge, how popular this is going to be. I think personally, if we saw a DJI Mini 3 Pro still, but that price point, which was the Mini 2, so in that 500 UK or $500 price points, just think of how fast that would have sold with the Mini 3 Pro. Even this controller again, the price point being more expensive, it's going to put more people off, or let them think about it. Do I need another small drone like that? And just that's really interesting to see. Has that affected you, or are you just all in? One point to consider though before we end is this Mini 3, because of that higher spec, it's going to use more storage on your memory cards. So now you've got a couple of weeks to think about, is that memory card you're using getting a bit dated? Is it not very good? Memory cards now are super cheap and they're really good. I always use this one, which is the SanDisk U3 Extreme memory card, and I have them in this little holder. It's waterproof, rugged. I've always got them in here. I use these memory cards, either 128 gig or 64 gig, for all the drones and all the cameras that I use. So think about it, if you're using quite a dated memory card, needs a bit of an upgrade, or it's like a 16 gig, 32 gig, that's going to fill up super fast. I use 128 gig on the Mavic 3, and normally that is full after every single shoot. So make sure you've got a decent sized memory card and get that ordered now, so when your Mini 3 arrives, you've got the memory card ready. So thanks so much for watching. Hopefully these delays are official on May 10th. You'll get that really soon, a couple of weeks. Can't wait to show you and review this and give you my honest opinion. Loads more videos coming really soon. If you're new around here, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell. Everyone else, have a fantastic day, and thanks so much again for watching. Take care, see you in the next one.